I love that we're starting to see more consistency for meme coins, and eventually we are going to have this meme season, a time where, SHIB and other meme coins just absolutely boom. And there is something that is going to allow Shiba Inu to move separate from the rest of them. And just over the last 24 hours, it's been to the tune of 3.8 trillion. And we're going to talk about that as well as just a few other great signs that are taking place for SHIB right now. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I'm not going to get too much into the charts in this video. Right now it's about 7:20 a.m. US money has just woken up. We're not into the FOMC meeting yet, but this will be coming out after that. So hopefully we get some good news that can continue to carry us higher. But what I will say is, in terms of meme coins in general, we've been seeing a lot more consistency. Actually, since April 22nd, we've been above $50 billion in terms of the overall market cap of meme coins. And we're still showing a lot of volume, between $4 to $8 billion per day worth of trading volume. And we're starting to see more consistent green on the daily charts. Fart coins having kind of a rough last 24 hours, but you can see a lot of green almost everywhere you look. Some of them modest green days, some of them decent green days. But Shiba Inu, again, just like we talked about, continued to print that excitement, that reversal. Now, one of the big reasons why this is in fact the case is just this long-term mindset, this resilience in terms of Shiba Inu holders. And in fact, 78% of Shiba Inu holders stay long-term despite this price dip. And this is a number that has just continued to rise and rise and rise. This is the percentage of Shiba Inu holders that have held for 1 year or longer. And people just tend to have this long-term mindset. They want to see things out. They want to see, obviously, if, the SHIB ecosystem can create some excitement as well. But understand that, these market cycles are long. They take a long time to get to new highs. And while we've been dealing with some of the negative press lately around the crypto market, surrounding the economy, surrounding trade wars and tariffs and all these different things, crypto is just essentially lying in wait for that big moment where it can make its next move. Now, what I will say is that during this time, Shiba Inu holders have continued to show some resilience here too. We continue to set new all-time highs. We did have a little bit of a drop at the very end of April into the early part of May. We occasionally see these dips take place, and then we go on and continue to rally to new all-time highs in terms of holders. We currently sit at about 1.507 million holders for Shiba Inu. A great spot to be. Very much up from where we started the bear market cycle, about 300,000 holders up. So that's a great sign. But one of the most telling things about where Shiba Inu is headed is what exchange supply is doing. Because just over the last 24 hours alone, we have actually seen 3.8 trillion Shiba Inu removed from exchanges. Now, for those that aren't familiar, this is a very big deal, because typically what happens is when people are removing supply from exchanges, it's because they plan on holding long term. They're putting it into cold storage, self-custody. They don't want to leave it on exchanges, and it means they typically are not going to move it. The most liquidity and the most trading takes place on exchanges. You have more slippage when it does, in fact, come to DeFi. All right. So this has been a very important move and has actually preceded a lot of our pumps, historically speaking. But why this is so significant is we have still been at this point where demand for meme coins hasn't been incredibly high in quite some time. And we're not seeing the impact yet from that demand on the price of Shiba Inu. All right. So we've gotten to this point where supply has been dwindling. People are unwilling to unload, and we just need that spark of buying, that spark of excitement. This is how you print these types of candles. This is how you print basically a 4x candle over the course of 7 days. This is how you print a 10x candle over the course of a month. All right. It's with this limited supply that's going around, right? And it just continues to fade away. And that's one of the things that gets me most excited about Shiba Inu. It's one of the reasons that Shiba Inu separates itself from the rest of the industry, is you do not see this taking place apart from ADA, apart from BTC. Those are probably the only three that we're seeing this level of consistent removal of supply. It's a very big deal. And all we have to do is just, frankly, be patient and wait until this finally impacts the charts. So it will be in times of retail excitement. It will be in times of adoption. And the great news for Shiba Inu is it's, again, one of the most accessible assets in the crypto market. It's in every single pay rail system. And it's something that, because of its low price at 4012, it has a real opportunity to accelerate in terms of adoption and hit some surprising levels. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.